In 2021, 4 children died in Maine at the hands of one of their parents. Haley Goding, Maddox Williams, Jaden Harding, and Silas Melvin were all killed between May 21st and June 21st. DHHS was involved with each of their families before their deaths. Good evening and thanks for being with us today for News Center Maine at 6. I'm Brian Yacono. Amanda Hale is off today. For months now, Maine lawmakers have been taking a closer look at those 4 deaths and how state departments have handled those cases. Today, Maine's Government Oversight Committee held a public hearing focusing on a report detailing what led up to the death of 6-week-old Jaden Harding. The Department of Health and Human Services handling of the family's case was under the microscope at today's hearing. News Center Maine's Sam Olson has more. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Brian. The Office of Program Evaluation and Government Accountability, also known as OPEGA, says there were errors on top of errors in this case, which ultimately led to the death of 6-week-old Jaden Harding. Today, the committee took a closer look at how deaths like Jaden's can be prevented.
The questions remain: how do we prevent the deaths of children? And how do we give children like Jaden's siblings safety and stability?
According to this OPEGA report, there were failures in the state's handling of child safety reports involving Jaden's older siblings years before his death. The report says his mother had been involved with CPS since 2014, with more than a dozen reports of abuse and neglect involving her other children and former partner.
As tragic as these deaths are, what makes it even worse is the fact it didn't have to happen.
Former State Senator Bill Diamond has been advocating for child welfare in Maine for years. He says reports like this one prove the system needs to change.
What we're really going to find out, I think, in the end, is that this is basically a management problem. It's a culture problem, and it's a system that needs to be fixed.
Earlier this year, a jury found Jaden's father, Ronald Harding, guilty of manslaughter for violently shaking his son, causing a stroke. But OPEGA found that, prior to Jaden's death, there had been a CPS complaint involving Ronald Harding, but DHHS never investigated it. Multiple cases like this falling through the cracks.
The system has the morale broken. I think the culture there basically is broken.
The OPEGA report shows the most recent contact CPS had with Jaden's family prior to his death was in November of 2020. Jaden was born the following April, and CPS did not check in on the family until after the baby was brought to the hospital, where he later died. This report on Jaden's death is the third of 4 child death cases from 2021 OPEGA has reviewed. The agency and Government Oversight Committee say the goal of reviewing these cases is to see where Child Protective Services went wrong when it came to the safety of children, where they failed to act, and how to prevent incidents like these from happening again. Brian?
Sam Olson in the studio tonight. Sam, thank you.